Hello everyone, Mortai here. We are less than 48 hours away from the 2023 BlizzCon, so I just wanted to do a quick video just to kind of discuss some things that people are talking about might happen, things that I want to kind of see happen, just a kind of probably quick thing, nothing too elaborate. I like to see what happens, I don't like to predict things, but I'll kind of start with Classic because there's a lot of speculation, I guess, of what's going to happen with that. Of course, I'm more interested in the PvP side. So I don't think overall with Classic there's much to talk about as far as PvP, unless they add something to it somehow. But I'm not really sure what that would look like. But there's speculation there's going to be a kind of Classic, which I think is probably going to happen. Whether I think that should happen is another story. I think that's kind of running its course with the Classic versions of the game. I mean, when is this going to stop? I would probably play Kata just because I'd like to go back and kind of play some of the things, especially since I've kind of switched mains and been playing primarily a Ret Paladin exclusively now. So we kind of need to go back and play a Ret Paladin in Kata Classic or in Classic Cataclysm just to see what it's like. But overall, I think retail is still my game. I have been playing Wrath last 3 months pretty much exclusively, so I have been delving into Classic quite a bit recently. Haven't really touched retail in a little bit. Of course, that's going to change with 10.2. There's speculation there's going to be a Classic Plus, which I'm not even sure what that would be like or if that's something that should happen either. I get right now there's a big uptick on Twitch as far as viewers for Classic. Overall, I think at some point you're going to be stretching the Classic game too thin. We already have a Classic Era game. We already have Wrath Classic, and we already have Classic Hardcore. There's already 3 versions of a Classic version running right now. I mean, if they do a Cataclysm Classic and then they also do a Classic Plus, there's also talks there's going to be a refresh on the Classic Era. There's just going to be all kinds of things going on at one time in Classics. You're kind of stretching the Classic fan base thin. WoW is not really known for pulling in new players. It's usually players that have already played the game coming back, or players jumping from different versions of Classic or jumping from retail. It's not really pulling in new players. So at some point, you're really going to be stretching the player base thin. There's also talk that they might keep the Wrath servers up, which I think would be the right thing to do, because I think there's still a lot of people that kind of think that the Classic era ends at Wrath and would want to see Wrath servers continue, but we'll have to see what they do as far as that goes. I'm not really sure what they're going to do. I'm still excited to see what they do. I'm not even sure I'd be against a Classic Plus. I just don't know when. At some point, I think the Classic version, some of the opinions, people just want to see Blizzard go back and start the game over, pretty much, I think, is what the way I read some of the comments. But I think, yeah, it's going to be exciting to see what happens. We'll have to see. As far as the retail version goes, there's been all kinds of speculation, leaks, that kind of stuff out there. Even speculation might go back to Northrend, and that might be the deal with the Scourge after they have no longer control the Lich King. And then the speculation might go to the other side of the world. We might go to some islands we haven't been to as well. But we'll have to see what happens with that. I'm not really sure what we're going to see, because they've already said they're going to do a world revamp. That's kind of already been, they've already kind of said they're going to do that. When that's going to happen, we're not really sure. But as far as, I'm primarily in this for the PvP. BG Blitz is going to become a ranked mode in the next expansion. That's probably when, right now it's going to be a Brawl in 10.2. So that's going to be exciting to see that go full ranked and see what it's going to look like in its final iteration as a ranked mode. I hope maybe we start seeing them implement some new BGs back into the game again. Maybe revamp some of the old ones, fix some of the issues, update some of the old ones. They updated, Arathi Base and Orson Gulch. Maybe they could do that with Araltarak Valley and some of the older ones. But I just like to see them kind of do something with PvP, do something with MMR system, see if they can kind of even that out so it isn't all over the place every season. Inflation, deflation don't play as much of an impact. Some kind of system that kind of does that. And Microsoft does have their own ranking system that is exclusively theirs. And now that Blizzard is part of Microsoft, is that something they could try to use with World of Warcraft? Be interested to see if they do something like that. I do want to see what they do with PvP. I hope we start seeing PvP sets, tier sets back, all kinds of things that I just want to see happen in new expansion. I like to see it before that, but I don't know if that's going to happen. They usually plan these expansions out far in advance, so adding completely new things on the fly that don't really fit in their plan, especially with PvP, probably aren't going to happen. But I'm going to be streaming for sure during the WoW stuff, especially. So I'm going to try to anyways. So if you want to hang out with me while I watch the announcements, you surely can. Just kind of, when you see them go live, check to see if I'm live. You can come hang out, see my reactions. I'll try to react the best I can. I don't use a webcam as of now, so you can't really see my face, but I'll kind of talk things through, give my opinion of what I'm seeing all kinds of stuff. So just a quick little thing, nothing too advanced, nothing too great, but just kind of wanted to throw things out there, give my brief little opinion on things. I'll be able to give a better opinion on things once everything is announced, I think. Thanks for watching, and I will see you after BlizzCon.